Tell about when you're at the Forum and Prince is supposed to play.
Prince was a artist who, was very much about, the whole vibe of a show and, kind of a visionary of how he wanted to present his music. And, we're excited, sold out show. Doors are going to open at 6:30, shows at 8 o'clock. And now we just opened doors and we're bringing the fans in, and he calls and says, he's not, the show's canceled, he's not feeling it.
And you're thinking what?
I'm thinking we've got fans already coming in the building, what are we going to do? So now I gather, the team and say, okay, we're, the show's off. Now we've got to, move everybody out. And I'm thinking, I can't send the people that are working for me out to deal with this. I have to join them. I have to be on a bullhorn just like that, everybody else, and, and be a leader. So we go out and, I'm expecting a riot, that's usually what happens when you cancel a show, when people are already here. And so it was kind of okay, the show is canceled tonight. You will get a refund. The box office is closed now. You can get a refund at point of purchase starting tomorrow. And people were like, oh, okay, he didn't feel it? Okay, that's okay. Like Prince fans were like, well, if he's not feeling it, of course he shouldn't do the show.
Which is amazing.
Which was amazing. I was like, I like Prince fans, they're great.
And did the show work out okay when he finally performed?
Yes, of course. Yeah, he would always play late. He'd play long. He'd always play long. He loved putting on a show. And then, when a show goes long, they have to pay the overtime and they have to pay the fines that the city would put on for having a show that's going past 11 o'clock.
And he'd never have any problem with that?
Nope.
Your 20th birthday, I read a story that you celebrated with Michael Jackson, but that's all the stories ever said in any of the articles that I've read that. So what's the story there? They
had a show, the Jackson 5, they were still the Jackson 5 then, they had a show at the Forum. So I got to go down and meet him and get a picture taken with them. And, I was so excited to meet him. And then, he just, put his arm around me and he's just, it was a great show. It was fun.
Is there anything else that stands out from the meeting with him?
No, but, all the Jacksons, they, would come to Laker games and they, loved the Laker girls and they wanted to know who did all the choreography. And it was one of our Laker girls, Paula Abdul. And so they hired Paula to choreograph their music videos, and that's how she got her break in the music business.
By the way, did I read this correctly, that you've only asked somebody for an autograph once in your life, and it was Tiger Woods?
Yes, and it was Tiger was young. There was just something about him that was so inspiring to me, and I got to meet him, and I was like, I don't ever do this, but will you sign something for me?
You still have it?
Yeah, I do. It's on my business card, the back of my business card.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are there ever people that come to the games that you're starstruck by?
I mean, I remember when Tobey Maguire, he started coming to games during the 3P years, and I remember I had just heard that he was cast as, the Spider-Man, so that was 3 Spider-Mans ago. And
you're as big of a comic book fan as anyone.
So I had to had to take the opportunity to talked to him, and I'm sure like he was like, what is she talking about? And I said like, okay, now that you're Spider-Man, is it like this? Is it like, do you do the web like this, or is it this? Because it's like, that's two very different, like, right? Is it like, is that how you do the web, or is this how you do the web? So he was so friendly and nice and sweet. So then when he made Seabiscuit, and he knew I liked the horses, horse racing, he asked me if I wanted to be an extra in the film. So I was an extra in the film for Seabiscuit.
Oh,
that
that's
was
fun.
a lot of fun, yeah.
What's Jack like?
Jack, I never really got to know Jack all that much. Like,
Really?
well, my dad was like, you should probably stay away from like.
Oh, because Jack was a little bit of a ladies' man?
Yes.
Wait, but you really never got to know Jack, though?
No, not like how you would think, like after all those years.
Did you ever have like a memorable conversation with him?
He loved the Lakers. He, like, keep up the good work, Jeanie. Like, it was just stuff like that.